And there were so many men in the comments who were like, well, I came in and that's not true.
Oh yeah, it's very true. People, she was making a comment about how if men who are flying in with a big old box of condoms are being turned around at the airport in Medellin and flown back out of the country, and she was being attacked by a whole bunch of passport bros. I imagine some of those passport bros are the same ones that attacked me. Please watch her video so you can see the full context. You see, my friends, Colombia is like something called bochinche, also known as chisme. In English, that basically means gossip. Okay, you see this right here? This is what one of my friends in Medellin had sent me because word gets around fast. What does it say here? It says, "Look, they're idiots. Look at that one. They arrested him." Now, I did the translation. This is a Google translation. It sounds a little bit worse in Spanish. Okay, Duga caught a whole bunch of condoms. They turned him around. Now, since she has a lot of passport goofballs going in her comment section trying to harass her, like they're trying to harass me, I'm going to come here. I'm going to give you guys a real scoop, okay? So it says here in this particular article, by the time you see this, that 28 people have been turned around so far, but it gets even worse than that because I just saw a new one right now, and it has been 40 people that turned so far. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to go into the comment section and we're going to look because immigration, you know what they're doing? They're making them stand in front of a camera and taking a picture. Now, some versions actually blurring the faces of these people. In other places, they're starting to share the pictures of these people without the blurriness. This particular gentleman came here with a whole ton load of lenceria. How you call that? Like lingerie and a whole bunch of condoms. And she is right. They are starting to look at people and they know when to pick certain people because you guys travel in groups. You go and come in here to stay for 3 days, and then you say that you're only here for quote unquote culture. Okay, when we know you're not going there for culture, you're going straight to parquilleras, trying to look for the women. They go looking for quote unquote traditional women. These are traditional women. I need to start changing this because I've been using this way too much already. These are Guambina women from the Cauca department, by the way. Because we all know passport bros come to Colombia to learn culture and find traditional women. Okay, this is a traditional setting during before Immaculate Conception Day, which is the day of the candles, and for the next I don't know maybe till Christmas time you'll be singing Christmas carols, praying novenas, and contemplating about the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, which is exactly what passport bros come to do. Definitely not going to the parks, going to excuse me. The government of Colombia has started a crackdown on this type of tourism because people are going down in groups promoting it on the internet, which promotion on the internet is considered illegal, by the way. It's considered something called pimping. And, it is, we don't want no more exploitation of the women and children and everything else. This other gentleman, which was the latest one, they basically asked him after a bunch of rigorous questions. And after an exhaustive and rigorous interview, as this person right here says, they figured out that no, this guy was not here for culture. He was here to do a little type of pay for play. And they shipped him back. Let's see what it says here. I'm without my glasses. El ciudadano estadounidense fue inadmitido en el aeropuerto. So the American United States citizen was inadmitted in the airport international of Dorado in Bogota. You see, people, what they're doing is that they're trying to circumvent going directly to Medellin. They're going to Bogota, which is the capital, and Dorado Airport. Some of these guys are taking buses all the way back to Medellin. What they do not know is that the military and the police are making stops along the way to check for people and checking their bags, okay, to see who's who and where you're flying. Oh, and they also don't know that there's militia groups because we're in a civil war, and they are stopping people and they are taking their belongings. And so if you don't want to be stopped by a military warlord in the middle of nowhere, don't do that kind of stuff. That's funny because they're making them take their pictures and putting all over the internet. And they actually have a website where they put this. And now let's go into the fun part. Let's see what the locals are saying. Some of these already did translation, others I did not because it doesn't translate proper. It says, mano dura a estos depravados a que viene a dañar a nuestros niños. So it says, hard hand to these depraved people who came here to hurt our children. The one above me, right here, that my head is flying around, is la prioridad es proteger a los menores de pedófilos. So it says the priority is to protect the underage children from pedophiles, narcos, and people who have their broken mind. The next one says, Dios mío, guarda todos nuestros menores de Colombia. Oh my God, please protect all our children from Colombia. And as you can see at the bottom, people are giving praise. All right, well, here's a fun one. It says only garbage arrives. Only garbage arriving. Another one says immigration still needs to be stricter. One or two of these thugs degenerates will slip through the net. See, people, you guys don't understand that the single male traveler, the image is damaged in Colombia. All right, she's telling you. I'm telling you, other Colombians are telling you, and I've seen other Colombians being attacked, and you guys are attacking one of your own now. Okay, a very beautiful black woman from North America. Why? Because she's telling you the truth. I seen what you guys are telling her, and I seen her reactions, trying to be there, and up in her business, trying to disrespect her when she's trying to watch out for you guys. Because I have stated many times, I'm trying to help you guys change your behavior because Colombia's in a civil war, and you can end up getting hurt or worse, but you don't want to listen, right? You're like the insect, the praying mantis that mates with the female, and then it dies because it is supposed to die at the hands of the female. But you guys don't want to listen. But here it says it will help all this effort if they required visas for those degenerate dogs. All the garbage from the United States is coming in. Oh, that's not nice. See, people, this is what the Colombians are saying. These are what the Colombians are saying in the street, and I heard way worse. This is very toned down. So the one above me says, a exigir visa y cobrar por ella. Así se investiga el fondo los turistas. It says you need to ask for a visa for these people and investigate to the deepest part for these tourists. Okay, that's not a good translation. Y es que son tan caros. Okay, no, this person is asking about why are the condoms so expensive that you have to come with so many to Colombia. Okay, this one right here, where I'm placing my head at, it says right here, lo que no entiendo es por qué no les muestran la cara. I don't understand why aren't they showing their face. And the bottom says, excelente, Colombia se haya puesto las pilas con ese tema. It's good that Colombia is paying attention to this. I congratulate them for their work. All right, the last one, it says here, hagan una serie de tipo alerta aeropuerto de inmigración por Colombia. It says, make a series of this one. And next to me, it says, solo 40, only 40. So yeah, I love seeing these passport bros trying to like mansplain, explain their way out of this, and they always say, "No, I come here for culture." You never see them in a place like this. This is nowhere near Medellin. This is Boyacá, right? Obviously, they're going down there for culture. They're going down there because they understand we have different dialects in different regions, which are almost different countries, right? This is a traditional woman, supposedly, right? I never seen them participating in things like this, in events like this. Some of them are so downright brazen that they will actually pose for the camera. I mean, how embarrassing. What would the parents think? What would the parents think? People, we're starting to get sick of this. I'm telling you, as a Colombian, the Colombian people are sick of this, and things can get from bad to worse. Okay, this is just like a light slap on the wrist. And these people, when they return, they do not get a refund. All right, and they're banned from the country for a good 10 years, I believe, probably more than that. Now, you see the people here? These are PDF files. And they're just not going through your stuff and looking through it. The United States government is working with different international agencies, like what's called Angel Watch. And what they try to do is they try to deter people with a criminal record of sex crimes. Like I'm talking about like Law and Order, SVU type of crimes from entering. Okay, so you guys have really damaged a reputation for yourselves. And for you to start attacking her in the comments, you should be ashamed of yourselves. People, you're not fooling nobody. Us Colombians are wise to the game. We're smarter than you think that we are, all right? Because the passport goofballs are basically traveling out throughout the world and having the little S parties and gringo tours and everything else. And we're seeing what's going on because you're being very disrespectful on local cultures. Many Colombians, both within the country and outside the country, and other Latinos are aware of what you're doing. In Brazil, even Venezuela, Ecuador, Peru, we know what you're doing. Okay? Do you know how Colombians talk behind your back? When they see you, they do this. And I said this before. Look at him, look at him, look at him. Shh. He goes, one of the passport bros. One of the pervertido, said that pervert. He's going to go for the big booty white one. I'm going to tell you, he's going to go for the big booty. They don't like their own color. He's going to go for the big booty. I told you he will go for the big booty one. You owe me 5,000 pesos. Come on, buy me a soda. Buy me a soda. It's going to get worse before you guys tend to change your behaviors. So please listen to her because she's telling the truth. And for the ones who keeps harassing, passport, go ahead. It's Palm Sunday tomorrow, folks, okay? Behave yourselves, especially in Colombia. It's Palm Sunday. Holy Week is very important in Colombia.